All right, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you can hear me. I think everything's working. All right. So, what are we doing? Today on the stream, we are going to get this freaking thing working. I don't know what it is. So, originally I tried to draw like a tardigrade enemy, you know, like those little microscopic things that are like super cool and whatnot. But I ended up drawing more like an elephant kind of thing, so I don't know what it is, but it's going to be added to the game so that the player can kill it, which is always nice. So I have to decide still on what I want its attack patterns to be. I do want it to shoot bullets of some kind. I'm kind of oscillating between having them be artillery bullets or... Hello, cat. Oscillating between artillery bullets or just plain normal enemy bullets, but I definitely want it to like explode on death. So when its health goes to 0, it creates a zone around it that becomes dangerous, and then it will explode. So that's something that I definitely want to do. And yeah, as far as the bullets go, I don't know, but we're going to be working on this today. We'll see if we can get it finished during the stream. That would be nice, because this is the last enemy type that I'm going to make for the cave level. And then I need to just make one more boss, and then Gunforged will have all of the entities, all of the enemy types in it that are required for release. So we're getting very close to finish with that portion of the game. But yeah, before we get into it, I'd like to remind everyone that you can support my work by checking out the links in the description below. If you'd like to financially support me and learn how to build a game in the Godot engine, you could check out my Udemy courses that are linked below. Otherwise, you could sign up for my email newsletter at firebelly.com. You can also like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch my other videos, all that good stuff. So definitely check out the links in the description below if you'd like to support my work. And with all of that out of the way, let's get right into it. So I, for some reason, cannot scroll this window. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. I can't scroll my chat window. That's not good. Hello, Neozoid. Lurk. Hello, Emerson. Welcome back. Hello, Ariane. Good morning to you as well. Felipe, I'm doing well. How are you doing? You're very optimistic today. Why is that? Just a good day? Hello, Momo. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm hoping you're doing well as well. You may hit your deadline. I think so. Let's see. I've got, 14 days left in this month. So I have 14 days to finish this guy, to make the final boss, to do any final visual improvements across the game that I want to make, add a couple more passives, add a couple more affixes, add a couple more gun types. I think it's going well. And again, the plan is to have all the content done by the end of January, and then release the game at the end of February, so I can have the month of February to do some final playtesting and balancing and also marketing. I notice you stream your game designing a lot. As a game designer myself, I cannot imagine that it helps much. I guess it helps your channel, but it can't be good for the game. It depends on how you approach it, I guess. Maybe what you're getting at is a sort of design by committee, which is not what I'm doing. So design by committee is where you get a bunch of people together and they all collectively decide on how something is going to work. I actually think design by committee is not a good idea in almost any context. I think that creative things need to be driven by a single person with a strong vision. I don't think that you get good output from a bunch of people having all kinds of input into a creative process. But that's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing on the stream is I'm just kind of sharing how I'm building the game. And then, of course, I do consider suggestions from people of what to add to the game. A lot of times I don't take those suggestions directly. A lot of times those suggestions will spark another idea in my mind about something I can add. So it's not that I'm designing the game with the audience. It's that I'm inviting the audience in to see how I'm approaching building the game. So yeah, I think maybe that's a good way of understanding it. Thank you, Hurt Wolf. Welcome to the stream. I just got my setup working again after colossal fail after Windows updating last Tuesday patch. Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, those are always... knock on wood, I have not had any problems with any Windows updates yet. Like this computer, I think, has been running on without any Windows updates, or not updates, but without any refreshes or reinstalls for like 4 years now. And I really don't want to reinstall Windows ever because I've got all kinds of backup stuff running, and like setting all that up again is like, ugh. So we're just going to hope that Windows remains relatively stable for me. And we're also going to hope that Gunforge sells a bunch of copies so that I can go and build a new PC. But, yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started working on this tardigrade. Hello, Hungry Garrett. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your discipline and dedication. The quality of your work stands out. We appreciate you sharing your journey with us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been working very hard these past, well, specifically the past couple weeks or so, because I really want to get this game done and out into the wild so you all can play it. I've basically just been working from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Okay, cat, come on. The cat is now interrupting the stream. That's fine. Okay. He does that stuff just to get attention. Anyway, let's see. So we need a state machine. So private delegate state machine equals new. So we're going to get this thing just moving to start. So let's do node. A lot of you who have been here recognize this code. I am starting to get a little tired of writing this code over and over again, but what else do I need? Facing component. So we'll start with those three things. Public override void ready. Public override void process. Private void enter state normal. Private void state normal. Why am I not working here? There we go. Private void enter, or no, leave state normal. Alrighty. So in the process method, I need to do the following. State machine.update. Velocity component.move this. In the ready method, I need to set up my states. So state machine dot add states, state normal, enter state normal, leave state normal, state machine dot set initial state, state normal. Okay, and then in the state normal here, we are going to say if pathfind component dot can set target position. We're going to say pathfind component dot set target position. This dot get player. Global position, otherwise just use the global position of this entity. Pathfind component dot follow path. Facing component dot update. And that should be basically it for that logic. So let's go ahead and add it to the game and see if I got that much working. Mine was running about 1.5 years, but the last patch just exploded my laptop. That's so unfortunate. Lost a few bytes of code on my stash. Oof. The best game dev YouTube channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will get there. I'm going to get to 500 million subscribers. No, I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers just so I can have like the little YouTube plaque, you know? After reinstalling, Dell just exploded it again and had to do it old school install using a USB stick. Oh, wow. What will be the pricing for Gunforged? I am almost certain that I have a price in mind, but in in the interest of not making any promises prior to release, what I will say is that I'm looking at it being $10 or lower. So in other words, it's not going to be more than $10. May need to build a VS Code extension at this point. Oh, for all the code snippet for what I'm writing. Thank you for the IDR 20,000 again, Snup Bill, with the message yummers. Thank you, very much appreciate that. And 80% of the 1,000 members will be Brazilian if this trend keeps going. Yeah. There's a lot of Brazilians that love Godot for some reason. But it's like, hey, so do I. Alright, so spawn Tardigrade. Ew. Okay. Alright, so that's looking alright. I think it's working fine. I don't want it to be super slidey like it is though, so I'm going to up this acceleration coefficient. Turn the max speed down a little bit. Probably should be testing this in the cave level to have a better idea. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. So cave, arena, debug do not start wave. We'll turn that on and then we'll go to the cave level. New gun part. Oh, right, because I unlock the frog gun part when I enter this arena. I'm going to make that much slower, actually. 45. Hello, Rin. Welcome back. So do I love Godot. Just stopped my coding session at 1 a.m. Very nice. Yeah, Godot is awesome. Godot 4.4 is coming out soon. I'm going to need to upgrade to that prior to release. So hopefully that goes well. It would be nice, especially with your Godot plugins, making into a Firebelly coding bundle. I thought about doing that. I thought about making like a nice little template or whatever and being like, here you go. But alas, that is also work and I have other things to do. This thing is gross. So I'm trying to think. I kind of do want it to just launch ground-based projectiles. Let me try something. Spawn gnome, spawn shadow, spawn crab, stalagmite crab, and spawn lobber. Did I already spawn a lobber? No. Okay, so is that all the enemy oh no. Spawn rock monster. Spawn rock monster. So this is basically all the enemy types that are going to exist. So I'm just trying to figure out so there's going to be more crabs than this. I'm just trying to figure out like if I have the proper balance of things. So I've got lots of bullets. Oh my gosh. So I've got lots of bullets. I've got lots of area effect things. So it's like, I kind of want this. I kind of want this tardigrade to be kind of a mixture of both. So maybe I will just make it launch, maybe I just will make it launch standard bullets. Maybe just like in a circle around it. And then when it dies, it will create an explosive area. It's quite a ragtag group of enemies here. Ugh. Okay, so let's just have the tardigrade shoot bullets in a radius, but one at a time. So it'll go boop, boop. Like it'll shoot 8, but there will be like a 1/10 of a second delay between each one. I think that will be fine. I need to do like animations and stuff too. So enemy bullet. We'll just do a standard enemy bullet, and then let's see, add child node random timer. Let's do 2.5 and 4. Bullet attack timer. 1-shot auto start. Private timer. Bullet attack timer. Okay. Private static read only string name. What am I doing? Start random. Start random. Okay. Let's do enter state bullet attack. Private void enter state bullet attack. Private void leave, or no, let's just do state bullet attack. Private void leave state bullet attack. Okay, and then we'll go up here. Okay, and then in this state normal, if bullet attack timer is stopped, state machine.change state bullet attack. And then in the leave state bullet attack, we need to take that bullet attack timer .call start random. Okay, all right. So we've got the basic setup here. Looking forward to 4.4 and typed dictionaries. Yes. Godot 4.4 beta is out. Will you upgrade to it or wait for the stable version? I may upgrade to the beta version, but I'll probably wait until at least the release candidate versions. Typed dictionaries and tool buttons. Yeah, tool buttons would be great. I'll wait until stable, yeah. I really need a feature, so I guess it depends on what the timeline is like. If the release candidate is out and I'm ready to release Gunforged, but the stable version isn't out, then I will probably do the release candidate. Wow, I haven't seen the Rock Monster before. Yeah, the Rock Monster is cool. I think he's great. Not sure if it's too late to ask if you had a great Christmas, New Year, but I hope it all is good with you. Yeah, I had a great holiday season for sure. Good Christmas and good New Year for me. Thank you for asking. Hope you had a great one as well. Good morning to Paul V. Welcome back. Found a game that is similar to yours. It's called Nimrods. About to try it out tonight. Yeah, I've seen Nimrod. Somebody else brought it up in the chat. It's similar in that you're constructing guns, but it's more like Vampire Survivors than Gunforged is. As someone who's fairly new to Godot, why would I want to use C# over GDScript? C# looks like it was way more overheaded type, the same code as GDScript. I mean, the only reason that you'd want to use C# is if you have an absolute performance need for it. Like there's a piece of code that does gain a lot of benefit from C#, or because you personally prefer it. And I'm in that category where writing code in C#, while it's more verbose, it's also a lot clearer to me how to design things, architect things, what different classes do. I can use abstract classes, interfaces. I can use proper like method overriding. Carpet burn comment, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, C# is mostly just personal preference. So enter state bullet attack. So let me do this. Bullet interval timer. Bullet interval timer. Let's make it 0.2 seconds, 1 shot. Okay, let's do this. Private const int bullets to shoot. Let's do 8. And then let's do private int current shot. Or let's just call it shot bullets. So when we enter the state bullet attack, we'll do shot bullets equals 0. And then we'll also do bullet interval. This might actually not be... I might want to do an animation for this, but let me just use a timer for now. Private timer bullet interval timer. Bullet interval timer dot start. Velocity component dot decelerate. If bullet interval timer is stopped, then we want to shoot. So let's do this. Private void shoot. I need a resource preloader reference. Okay. Resource preloader, instance scene or null, bullet component. Enemy bullet. We'll use a magic string, it's fine. Bullet.global position is equal to hurtbox component.global position. This dot get base level dot enemy bullets or get parent. Add child bullet. Bullet dot initialize. Gun stats dot make enemy gun stats in direction. So I need a direction here. So vector to direction. Actually, let's actually do this. Var degree increment is equal to 360 F divided by bullets to shoot. Var direction is equal to shot bullets. Or actually, this is going to be vector2 dot right dot rotated. Actually, let's start with up. Vector2 dot up. Actually, let's do this. Matthew_till. Oh, shoot. Okay. Private vector2 root bullet direction. So we're going to randomize the start direction every time. So root bullet direction is equal Matthew_till.rng.rand direction. And then what I can do down here is I can say direction is equal to root bullet direction dot rotated degrees. Degree increment times shot bullets. And then I'll do shot bullets up there. Initialize make enemy gun stats. This is going to be the direction here. Perfect. Okay. Very nice. If. Actually, let's just call shoot. If shot bullets is equal to bullets to shoot, then we're going to say state machine.change state normal. Okay, and then we also want to do... No, that's fine. Okay, let's see if that works. C# is nice to learn if you land a game dev job that uses another engine like Unity. Yes, that's true. Yeah, Unreal Engine uses C++. Top of the morning. Hello, Asahi Dev. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see. Spawn Tardigrade. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that didn't work at all. It's because I forgot to bullet interval timer dot start. I know that the radius is working though, or the direction stuff. That'll work. I think it's always going clockwise, so I'm gonna do a different mod on that as well. Private float rotation mod. We'll do this. Rotation mod is equal to mathutil.rng.rand_sign. And then in here, rotated degrees times rotation mod. So now it should randomly rotate counterclockwise or clockwise. So just adding a little bit of variability in the attack, because I already have monsters that have very predictable attack patterns, so I want to vary this one up just a little bit. So that's going counterclockwise. That's going clockwise. So obviously give him some kind of animation. His head is so weird, oh my gosh. Okay, so that attack is basically in place. Obviously, I need to do more work on the scripting when the animations are in place. But I'll call that good. So let's see. Initial work on Tardigrade. Okay, so there's that. I do want to do that thing where it creates a dangerous area when it's going to explode. So I need to figure out how to do that. So I think the way that I need to do this is I need to go to health component. I need to disable automatic death signal here. Okay, and then I need to connect to that. So I need to do node private health component. In here, I need to connect to that. Health component dot health depleted plus equals on health depleted state machine dot add states state dying, enter state dying, leave state dying. Actually don't think I need leave state there. Private void, enter state dying. Private void state dying. So velocity component dot decelerate. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Velocity component dot velocity equals vector 2 dot 0. So we'll just force it to 0 so it doesn't drift a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is, let's do this. New circle explosion dot circle explosion builder. The parent is going to be this dot get base level foreground, otherwise get parent, spawn position, global position, float duration, 0.3, set enemy true, set enemy color, set radius. What is our radius going to be? Let's do private const int radius equals 128. Is that too much? It might be too much, but we'll find out. Radius dot set thickness 12 dot build. Cool. All right, so I'm going to create a tween. Var tween is equal to create tween. And really what I want to do here is just kind of like do tween dot let's just do a tween interval for now. Let's do 1 second. Tween dot tween callback callable dot from circle explosion dot. Oh wait, I did this wrong. This needs to go down here. I need to build the telegraph. New telegraph factory dot telegraph circle builder. So this needs to be floor. No, let's do foreground. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Then this needs to be the telegraph layer. Telegraph. Global position. Set radius. Radius. Okay, so now in here, telegraph dot. Is there no way to kill the telegraph? Oh, I never called build on it. Kill, there we go. That just calls Q free anyway. All right, so telegraph kill, and then we're gonna spawn the circle explosion. I actually don't need that variable anymore. What else? So in the state dying, oh yeah, I also need to do health component dot emit died. Okay, so what I'm essentially doing is just intercepting that health component on health depleted. What? Oh, I need to add that. I'm just intercepting that health component died signal and injecting my own handler and then calling this emit died after I'm done handling my own code. So on health depleted, we want to do state machine.change state dying. Okay, let's give that a shot and see what that does. Tardigrades doesn't have like 8 arms. Yeah, I mean, this is a tardigrade elephant thing. So it's not accurate. It is inspired by a tardigrade. It's not. It's more like a rhino elephant blobby thing. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, when I get some animations in there, I don't know why I restarted the game. When I get some animations in there, I think that's going to look great. I might turn that thickness up just a little bit here. Yeah. Attach should start in the direction of the player. Attack. No, it's just going to start in a random direction. Because the point is, like, this is going to be the last enemy that appears, and you're already going to be dealing with rock monster, lobber, a couple of crabs, some shadows, and some gnomes. And so, like, the tardigrade's job is basically just to add more chaos without being, like, going after the player specifically. I have not playtested the 3rd level yet with like everything in it, so it may be very, very difficult, but that's all right. I'm okay with the game being a little bit difficult. That's actually really cool. Okay, so that's looking great. That's looking real good. All right. So I'm going to say work on tardigrade. So let's do some animation work now. We'll see how well that goes. I have a feeling that I'm going to have a very difficult time animating this, but you're here to witness me struggle, and hopefully it's entertaining. So new, let's do run, turn on autoplay loop. I like to typically do a 0.5 animation, although I might use 1 second, I'm not sure. 1 second might be all right. Okay. Where are my visuals here? So let's start with the body. And we're going to do transform. Let's keyframe the position, keyframe the rotation. Switch these on over to cubic and zoom this in. Okay. So I want it to kind of rise up. I should turn on the recording here. So body, we'll just rise it up a little bit. But then I also want to simultaneously rotate it a little bit. Let's go to that. Let's maybe move the body down a little bit here. And then this rotation, I'll just make this positive 18 to mirror that properly. Okay, so I think these need to be not so much in sync, or at least this needs to have a curve. Nope, that's not working. Maybe this needs to have the easing. Trying to make it look somewhat like a gallop. I think that's decent. It might be a little bit too much. Let's reduce the rotation. Okay, that's probably better. Okay, the real tricky part then is going to be getting the real tricky part is going to be getting the legs. I have 4 legs to animate. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? All right, let's start with the front leg. I'm going to try to do this without looking at any references. And we all know how that goes. I think it would be easier actually for me to start with this leg. Transform position, boom, 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 boom. Here, it needs to go that's probably not going to look good. So it's in lockstep with everything, which is a problem. That's interesting, but not quite what I'm going for. Have a nice and productive day. Thank you, Polaris. Very much appreciate that. We're going to try. We're going to try. I'm going to struggle through this animation until I get it. So I wonder if this needs to go the other way. And then this needs to swing out. Okay, that looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit better. So I'm going to not play with any curves or easings or anything. I'm just going to let that sit. And I'm going to try to get the other things working as well. So maybe if I do the back leg now and see if I can get that one working. If I get the front of him working, then I can just kind of like mirror it for the back. So this, I think... Oh boy. If I do this, bring this up here, rotate it like that, and then I bring it down earlier too. Okay. That's not terrible. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think it just needs to be a little bit more exaggerated. Okay, and of course, we should probably take a look at what it looks like in the game before I continue on any further with this. Seems like it's preparing to do a charge attack. I like it. Yeah, hopefully it will look all right. What are the white dots on the animation? The white dots. Are you referring to the keyframes here? Where is it? Are you referring to these things? These are keyframes. Okay, that actually doesn't look terrible. Once I get the head moving and everything. It's nice and slow, which is good because it's a slow enemy. Ooh, that thing's disturbing. Ew. Ooh, that's gross. Kind of looks like a cute tardigrade. Yeah, I mean, he's modeled after a tardigrade. Yes, okay, yeah. Those are the keyframes there. All right, so now let's try to get the back legs working. So there are some animals where the legs work in tandem on one side of the body, right? So that means that if you're moving your front foot forward, the back foot also comes forward at the same time. And then there are some animals that do the opposite, where if the front foot is going forward, the back foot is going backward, and then it's flipped on the other side of their body. So the question is, which one would look better here? I think I need to move this one up. So this back leg needs to move forward, because otherwise it will look like it's hopping, and I don't necessarily want it to look like it's hopping. So I will model. So let's do this. Leg, front, boom. Oops. Oh, wait. No, that's right. Okay. So we're going to move this one up like so. Rotate it this way. And then here, this needs to be swung now the other way. Like that. Okay, that's looking decent. So now we'll do the same thing for the leg back left. Transform, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so kind of same deal, except leg back right. So here, this needs to move up, and it needs to move away. So like this. Let's change this to cubic down here. And then what am I looking for? The leg back right. So down here, I need to move it back down and then also rotate it this way. Okay. So again, this doesn't, like, these animations don't need to be perfect. I just need to give the impression to the player that some kind of motion is happening. You know, I could spend all day trying to make this animation look really good, but I think as long as I've got this going, and I can play with the easings now too to make that look better, but let me first work on the head now, because it's bothering me that the head is no longer it's just not moving. So let's go ahead and add the position here, there, cubic, okay. So I think it would be nice if the head kind of rose up a little bit Oh, I turned off the recording feature. There we go. So if the head rose up a little bit and then was lagging a little bit when it came down, which actually it seems to be doing, although that's too far up. So let's move it down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. And then the rotation, let's try rotating the head a little bit, like so, right there. And then I want the head to rotate back a little bit by that point. And I could even drop this lower, so I could take this head and move it down. See, but it's not, it's too far down, that's the problem. It needs to feel like it's lagging behind a little bit, like it's springy kind of. That doesn't look springy at all. I'm just going to remove that. I think I liked it better when it was like this. Now the other thing I can do is I can play with this curve. Like so. There we go. Okay, now before I embarrass myself, I'm going to commit this initial animation. So we'll just set that animation in stone, and now I'm going to play with the curves of the legs and whatnot. So let's see. So leg front left. Leg front right is what we want to look at for. So this, let's focus on the rotation here. So leg front right rotation. Okay, so that's not what we want, so turn that back to linear. See how that gives it a little bit more snap? So what is this, 1.27? So this snap here, 0.499. So what happens if I give that to each one? So, do I want to do it here or here? Let's see, leg front left, 0.499. Oh, I guess I'll have to settle for 0.500. Okay, no, I definitely want it to be here. Actually, no, I don't want it to be there. I think I want it to be here. So at the point that it's on the ground, it needs to look like it's snapping a little bit. Wait a minute. I guess that would be here then. So, our leg front left. What happens if I do this? Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's do that for the leg back as well. So leg back, right, this 0.499 or whatever it was. Okay, that's not working either. So I think I need this. What did I do for this? 1.93? I think I need more keyframes to get the effect that I'm looking for, so may not be able to do this, but leg back left. Rotation. Looks like a little bit more of a playful gallop with this stuff. I don't know. Let's see how it looks in game. That's really what's most important. Will Gunforged have controller support? Hello, Jonk Kuboy. Not at release, no. It will not, most likely not have controller support at release. if I somehow find the motivation to just grind away for a week and get it implemented, then that might happen. But yeah, there's so many things that I need to change to get controller support to work, and a lot of testing that needs to happen, so I'm just gonna not have it for initial release. It's so playful looking. I think what I could do to emphasize that, I think I'm going to lean into that, is the back legs aren't coming far enough off the ground. So let's see. Leg back. Yeah, so these back legs here, they just need to come up like an extra 17. No, that's the front leg. Okay. Whoops. The back leg is what I'm looking for. There we go. And then this leg front left position, we're going to bring that up -15 as well. So we're going to really give it some air, some distance between the ground. Hopefully that will emphasize the playfulness of that animation. You know what? I might as well just go... Let's see, body position. Let's just move everything up. So -20. Let's do -22 here. -8. So bring it up and then down. Just really, I might even go further than that. -24. So that was an extra 4 pixels, right? So -19. Oh, that's too far. Leg back right, leg back left, leg front right. Did I change this one? No. It's like a little skipping elephant tardigrade monstrosity thing. That's gross. Ugh, that's not good. Okay. Let's see how that looks. So I just exaggerated everything, and I think it's going to look great. So let's see. Oh my gosh, that thing is disgusting. I wonder if let's see. I think it's probably fine. I think it's probably all right. Yeah, I think it's probably okay. Yeah. Do you usually, first of all, hello, #cat. Do you usually rig and animate 2D models versus just making sprite frame sheets in an external program? Any reason? Well, I'm not rigging the sprites, so I don't have bones, and I don't do, but I don't do sprite frame sheets because doing frame by frame animation is very difficult and also very time consuming. So what I do is I draw all the body parts separately as different pieces, and then I just animate those pieces in Engine. So it's not exactly rigging because there's no bones. It's just I just animate all the pieces together in Engine, and that's how I do my animations. It's really straightforward, really easy to tweak, to modify. It doesn't take too much time to implement, and I don't have to worry about redrawing frames if I'm not happy with an animation and how it's turning out. So it's just a win generally for me. It allows me to make entities relatively quickly, which is great. So now let me think. What kind of attack? I think I want to make it like jump when it attacks, which is going to be interesting. So let me think. I want the animation, so let's do attack. I want the animation to be 0.4 seconds because in the midway point is when we're going to shoot a bullet. So what needs to happen here is, let's go to the reset animation attack. So what needs to happen, very cool, thanks, you're welcome. Rear up like a horse. I was thinking about doing that, but I think I'm just going to make it jump. So it's going to go low to the ground, it's going to jump, and then at the height of its jump, it'll unleash a bullet, and then it will land, and then it will jump again. All that needs to happen over 0.4 seconds because I want the bullet to do at 0.2. So let's go ahead and create these things. So what I want to do is go down here. So let's take this body down, body up, and then body back down again to whatever position it's supposed to be in, -18. Cubic, cubic. So we're going to see how that works. Should be fine. Okay, so let's do the leg back, leg front left here. Position, rotation. We may actually want to modify the scale as well. Yeah, I think... Oops, not that. Scale. Oh, I'm going to need to modify the position as well. -13, -11. Problem here is that this actually needs to go up more. Well, there's not a whole lot of time to do like a proper wind up and everything, but I suppose that will work. Yeah, I don't... The problem is this animation is so small, I can't get anything to work the way that I want it to. That'll work. It'll look better when I get everything else animated. So leg front right, position. I guess we're not really using the rotation. So let's do this. Scale here, 0.5, keyframe, oops, keyframe that, bring it down here, go up here, 1.5, and then what do? I just bring it down to 1 again. And then the position 7, -11. Okay. Basically do the same for the back ones. It could do a barrel roll. Oh my gosh, don't stretch my animation capabilities. For a jump, I think all the legs should swing towards the center. I am just making it like hop. So it's just going straight up and down. Sorry, I've been missing from streams lately. No worries. Busy week, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Christopher. Great to see you. Yeah, no need to apologize. Or a bigger rear end stomp like attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple because it just needs to provide a visual indicator in the game. Like, this is a 0.4 second animation, so I could spend all day making it look good, or I could get it to the point where it's giving the player the right impression of what I'm trying to give, and then be done with it, right? And that's generally how I approach doing these things, is that I'm not even gonna animate the scale for this back leg because you can't see it, because it would just be a waste of time, so I'm just gonna move it up, like so, and then move it back down. Like, if I was trying to do this animation correctly, I would animate the scale and everything, but since you can't really tell what's going on back there... Now, why is that moving so far up so quickly, though? I guess I just need to modify this easing here. That works. And then to this leg back right, same deal. .86. And then we're just going to copy this keyframe 1311. Yep. It looks decent, I think. Well, I mean, we'll see how it works in game, but now I need to add the head. This one might be a little bit rough because there's a lot of distance being covered here. Actually, maybe not. And we'll modify the rotation as well. Okay. Throw that head back, yes. Okay, well, that looks ridiculous, but I think it's fine. Ew, that thing is gross, man. The animation tool in Godot is amazing. Yeah, it is, yeah. I think visually it'd be cool to get the shadow a little smaller when he's in air. I can probably do that. It's one of those things too where it's not going to be noticeable, so I'm not sure it's worth the effort. So I'm going to probably skip that, actually. So let's get this animation integrated. First of all, let me do this. Add attack animation. Oh yeah, that's fine. Add attack animation, we'll get that committed. So string name, anim, reset. We want anim run, and then anim attack. Okay, so enter state normal. Well, let's do this. Private void reset animation. Animation player. Oh, I need a reference to the animation player. node private animation player dot play anim reset animation player dot seek 0 true, and there we go. So when we enter the state normal, we can do reset animation and then animation player dot play anim run, enter state bullet attack, animation player dot play anim attack, and we want to do a reset animation as well. Okay, so in the state bullet attack, instead of calling shoot here, what we're going to do is we are going to we don't want bullet interval timer, we want animation player dot is playing animation player dot play anim attack. That's going to cause the shoot. Yeah, so we're going to do this. Else. Okay, this shoot here, we're going to get rid of that. Because what's going to happen now is this shoot is going to be called by the animation player. So in this attack, we'll do a call method track on the root. At point 2, we will call shoot. And that means that that's going to be called here. And so every time the animation is stopped, we're going to say if the shot bullets is equal to bullets to shoot, we can change back. Otherwise, we're going to play the attack animation again. And then we don't need this bullet interval timer anymore, so I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, let's see if I did everything correctly. Might be an annoying common question. What are the main gameplay differences between this and Gungeon? Well, I mean, there are a lot of differences. First, there's no exploration. So it's not a traditional roguelike in the sense of like you go through a dungeon. It's more like Brotato where you stay fixed on the screen. I honestly really don't. I mean, this game was originally inspired by Enter the Gungeon. I was actually going to make an Enter the Gungeon clone, but it's I don't think it's really that much like Enter the Gungeon. I mean, apart from like there being guns, you know, and bullets, but like it's honestly, I didn't really enjoy Enter the Gungeon when I played it. I think Enter the Gungeon's kind of boring. So I'm not that familiar with all the features of Enter the Gungeon, but yeah, it's more like Brotato. It's more like, it's got some elements of Vampire Survivors with the waves of monsters coming at you. The guns aren't like thematically, like my understanding of Enter the Gungeon is that you just get a gun and then you can choose to use it. In this game, all the guns are composed of 3 separate gun parts. So I have thematically cohesive guns here, but as I'm going through the waves, I will construct guns that have a bunch of different parts associated with them. And you kind of build out your stats and your runes as you go. There's also passive abilities that you get every run. I think there are probably relics in Enter the Gungeon. So you could say, well, it's kind of like relics, but yeah, I mean, this game, honestly, I don't see that many similarities between this game and Enter the Gungeon, except besides the fact that, like, guns are prominent. So hopefully that answers your question. How goes? Hello, Lance. One thing about getting the basic animations is that it's all revision from there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, that thing is so gross. Oh my goodness. I think I need to make it a little bit faster, unfortunately, because the animation doesn't quite match. This is Heffalumps level nightmare fuel, yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that animation specifically. Reminds me of that video, Cows, Cows, Cows. Remember that from, what's the guy's name? Syriac or something like that? That animation right there where he shoots reminds me of that Cows, Cows, Cows video. Yes, I know the video. Yeah, just super unique guns plus fire patterns. Yeah, I mean that's probably the extent of the commonality with Enter the Gungeon. I mean, like I said, I didn't play much Enter the Gungeon, so it's possible that I'm borrowing a lot more than I'm intending. Oof. So now we gotta do an animation for it exploding. But what do you guys think? I think that looks pretty good, honestly. Like the animation's not perfect, but it kind of gets the point across. And then it also has that ability to explode. So we're going to need like an explode animation. So I'm going to actually do that with a tween instead of an animation because it's easier to do that kind of thing with a tween. You know, yeah, you know the video. My reference shows my age because it's OG Winnie the Pooh. Oh, yeah, yeah. I never was really exposed to Winnie the Pooh as a kid, so I wouldn't know. Oh, all right. I need to take a quick 2-minute break before we get into that final death animation. But actually what I'm going to do is integrate animations into script. So while I'm on my break, if you could, please check out all the links in the description below. Those are all the ways you can support me. Purchase my Udemy courses. It's the primary way that I'm able to continue doing the full-time indie dev stuff. That's where my income is coming from. So if you are so inclined, please think about purchasing one of those. Otherwise, you know, you can like the video, subscribe, watch my other videos. All that stuff is helpful. So every way that you can support me is linked in the description below. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back, and then we will continue on with this elephant tardigrade, whatever it is, thing.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
All right, let's continue on. Hello, or no, why am I saying hello? You've already been here. I've already interacted with you. Love it. Fat, weird hippo twerk is great. Yeah, twerk is the word that I didn't need in my mind right now, but thank you for that. No, it is funny. I like it. Very humorous. That's kind of I mean, it's good for the game because I want the game to be as goofy as possible. So twerking is fine by me. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to do the death animation now. So I need a reference to the visuals node. So there's going to be a couple things that I need to do. So I need a reference to the visuals node. And I don't think have I made this tip before? Basically, this is a good tip if you're trying to animate things, is like, I like to put everything that I'm animating in a parent visuals node. And the reason for that is because that makes it very easy. So I've got the animation player. You'll notice how everything is facing to the right? So I've got the animation player. If I want to flip the direction, all I need to do is go to my visuals node, and I just change the transform scale to -1 in the X. And now you've got the animation playing the other way, right? So having a common ancestor node that you can apply like a global transformation to flip everything is really useful. But this also becomes useful, like for this death animation, what I want to do is I want to shake the creature to the left and the right and make it grow, right? So rather than doing that on each individual thing, all I have to do is just change the scale here, right? Oops, wow, that's big. So if I were to lock these, so like imagine it shake and then it grows and then explodes, right? I can do all that from that visuals node, so I can apply all my transformations there without touching any of this. And that even applies if I have an animation running, right? So I could have this animation running, and if I for some reason wanted to scale it while the animation is playing, I have no problem doing that, right? So if you're going to do this kind of animation, or really anything involving like animating individual parts, definitely think about just lumping those all under a common node 2D so that you can just transform the whole group of animations at the same time. Anyway, that has been your tip for the day. Reply stop to stop your Godot updates. Okay, so I need to access that as a unique name. And then down here, when I enter the state dying, so I'm going to need to call reset animation here. And then I'm going to create a tween. So this tween here is where I'm going to use. So we've got a tween interval of 1. So I'm going to do this instead. Actually, let me think. I want to try something. The problem I have with tweens here is that I want to do a tween callback at the end of an animation. I don't want to hook into the tween finish signal, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could. I might have to do that. Okay, well, let's not worry about that for now. So, yeah, the other problem is I need to... Okay, so let's do this. Var shake tween is equal to create tween. Shake tween.tween property. We're going to tween the visuals node. We're going to do tween property the visuals node position vector2 dot left times 2 over 0.2 seconds. Shake tween property visuals position vector2 dot right times 2 over 0.2 seconds. Shake tween dot set loops 0. So that's just going to loop indefinitely. But what I'm going to do in here in this tween interval here, what I'm going to do is change this to tween property, the visuals node scale. We want to go to vector2 dot 1 times 1.5 or 1.25 maybe to be smaller. Let's do it for 1 second. Set ease type dot out. Set trans tween dot transition type dot. Let's try circ. And then that's going to happen over 1 second, and then after that ends, it's going to do this. So we'll probably want to emit some kind of like death particles as well, like a blood explosion or something, or yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'll have to think about that. But let's see what it looks like. Twerking Tardigrade has kind of a ring to it. Yeah, that should have been the boss, right? Twerking Tardigrade, that's hilarious. Tardy B, oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Oof. Okay, well that didn't work. So that actually ended up flipping the scale the wrong way. So let me think. I need to factor 2.1. I think I can just multiply by visuals.scale here. Actually, you know what? I'll just do that. So hopefully this will end up working pretty well. I need to come up with a final boss design too. Also, I'm going to modify this movement behavior. Oh my gosh, that thing is nasty. Okay. I apparently did my easings wrong. I want this to be an in, I guess. There we go. That looks pretty good. Cool. May end up changing this thickness even more here. Do you know that tardigrades are always late for class? Goodness gracious. The tardigrade jokes are just off the charts. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good. Sweet. So I'm going to change its follow behavior a little bit, because right now it just goes straight towards the player. The simple way to fix that is just to give it a random direction around the player. So let's see. Var target position is equal to this dot get player. Target position plus equals vector2 dot right dot. All right, let's do mathUtil dot rng dot randf range. No, rand direction times mathUtil dot rng dot randf range, and we'll just do something like 32, or let's do 3264. And then we can call it target position there. So that's a very simple way of just giving it a little bit of variability in terms of its pathfinding. So instead of going directly at the player, it's just going to pick a random point within 32 or 64 pixels in the radius. So then as it approaches the player, it kind of like naturally puts distance between itself and the player. And I might even bump up that distance here. Yeah, I might bump up that distance a little bit. So let's do 64 minimum, 96 maximum. I don't want it to be like... There's a lot of things in this map that will run toward the player. We got the shadow. The gnome doesn't run towards the player, so I guess it's... The lobber doesn't either, so it's mostly just the shadow and what else? What other enemies do I have? Oh, the rock monster kind of moves towards the player as well. But it's so slow. The rock monster is pretty cool. I like the rock monster. Oof. Gotta stay away from those stalagmites. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Obviously, it doesn't have sound effects. I'm gonna have to add those. Awesome. All right. So now I need to add it to the cave arena. So let's do this. Instantiate child scene, enemy pool item component, tardigrade, quick load, tardigrade here. What is the weight? Rock monster is 3. Maybe I'll make it 2. I don't know. I'm gonna try to play. Maybe I'll do some play testing here, and I just want to see if I can get to that level. Oh wait, the rock monster appears at, let's do 14 for the tardigrade, or 15 perhaps. Let's do 14. So there will be what, 6 waves of having all of the enemies possible spawn during the wave. All right, let's see if I can actually win. So this is the level as it would be played by a normal player. I don't have any cheats on or debug things on right now, so these crabs are annoying. But I'm about to escape unscathed, so it's all right. Sweet. Blazing trails, all clear. Beefy. No, I don't want to do beefy. Clear nearby bullets on dash. That's going to be huge. Big damage increase. Yeah, that works. Got some gnomes now. Ow. I need to save my dashes, I think. I also need to kill this gnome. The gnome needs to not go up against the wall. Die. Gosh, these crabs are so annoying. Oh my gosh. They just go invulnerable and like you can't do anything about it. Goodness. Okay, this guy needs to go away. Wait, why is that? Oh, I broke the spiral bullets. I broke the spiral bullets. I broke the spiral bullets. So this line here, I changed this. To be adjusted accumulated velocity. So before the distance, well, let me think. Yeah, so I wasn't doing a distance calculation before. Why did I change that? But I changed it so that I'm taking the length of the velocity. Why did I change that? Oh yeah, I think this is right. I think what I need to do here though is I need to, instead of using the accumulated velocity, so when I have my bullets and I define how they can travel, there's like a velocity vector, but then there's an additional velocity. And I use the additional velocity to do things like make the bullet move in a spiral, but it still has its like main core velocity. So I think what I need to do is change this so that it uses that main core velocity instead of the additional velocity. I don't think the additional velocity should count towards the distance traveled, because what's happening is the spiral bullet has a range of, let's say like 250 or whatever. Spiral travel definition. So it's got a range of like 250, but it only does like a spiral and a half before it hits that level. Now, what I could do is I could say, well, that counts as distance traveled, and I could just up the range of the spiral bullet. Maybe I should do that instead. Instead of playing games, maybe I'll just... Where is the additional velocity used? I shouldn't be going on this tangent, but this is used by... No, yeah, see... It's used by like the bananas and stuff, and so if the banana total distance travel gets counted as it's doing its sine wave, that's just going to throw everything off. So I think what I need to do is change this to be... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some testing on that. Oops. To do, let me do this. Spiral bullets die too quickly due to distance calculation. Bug need to fix in a way that doesn't affect other bullets like banana. Maybe exclude additional velocity from distance calculation. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to work with that. Hello, Kuyin. Hope I said that correctly. I probably didn't, but welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Only guy in the world that can change the crabs. F these crabs. Who made them? Yeah. They're annoying, but they're supposed to be annoying. I actually did nerf them a little bit before. They spent way too much time inside their shells, so I actually removed... I reduced that quite a bit. Let's do spinning saws. Yeah, that sounds good. DPS increase there. Fire rate increase there. Sweet. We got a bullet split here. That doesn't necessarily help me. Okay. Yeah, so those spiral bullets are not very threatening at all because they die very quickly. That's what happens when you make crucial changes like that. Things start to break. These things are tanky. I already died. Okay, well, that's fun. Well, I want to try this out anyway, so let me do that. So let me see. Gun, banana, left. Why does this have such a big range? 225. I think I need to take a nerf hammer to the ranges, but let me see. Okay, so it gets to about here. So a line, 2 lines after that dummy. So now if I change this to adjusted current velocity, yeah. So now if I try it, let's see if the bananas gain extra range. I might nerf the ranges of all the guns again. But let's see. That should fix the spiral as well. So let's see. So I said 2 after. It's got a little bit more of a range, yeah. Just a tiny bit. So it wasn't really affecting the banana that badly. But if I spawn the gnome now, I should see that this spiral goes a lot further. Yeah, that's more in line with what it was supposed to be. Get stuck in the corner. Yeah, so that's working much better. I should probably test gun frog left as well, just to make sure. The frog gun is so cool. I haven't yet done enough playtesting where I haven't actually encountered like the frog parts in game. I love the frogs. They're so cute. Look at them. I think, did I add the ribbit sound effect? I can't tell. Oh, I did. Sweet. The frog gun, man. It's a close second. I love the frog gun, but I think the necromancer gun is my favorite gun. Necromancer, right? Yeah, can't go wrong with the necromancer gun. Just can't go wrong with it. Frog and necromancer though. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to play testing this. I really want to see if I can actually make it well into this level. And the other thing too is, I mentioned this before, but I'm playing without like any of the meta upgrades unlocked. Oh, I already took damage. I'm playing without any of the meta upgrades unlocked. So this is as difficult as the level can possibly be. And there are certain upgrades that can make my life a lot easier. Like having an extra gun part at the gun table can make a huge difference in my ability to create a good build. There's a passive, an upgrade where health globe drop rates are increased, which is going to be very necessary for levels where you can take a lot of damage. What else? I think, yeah, those are just kind of like the things. Glass cannon. I don't want to do that. Let's do blazing trails. Popcorn gun. Boom. Boom. Spread. What is this? Oil barrel. That'll work. A little bit inaccurate, but that's okay. Oh, I got the bullet split too. Ow. This level is annoying. You can't just move in a circle. These crabs are so dangerous. Oh. Yeah, those gnomes are definitely more threatening now. Come on, die, thank you. Oh, goodness. This is difficult. This is tough. I'm not sure if it's unfair levels of tough yet, but it is tough. Let's do robust. I just forsook my ability to loot health globes. I'm not looting much gold either. Okay. Put distance between me and the crabs. Ooh, did you see that? I just like weaseled my way out of there. Yeah, those gnomes need to stop spawning in the... whatchamacallit? In the walls. Come on. Thank you. Yes. Where are you going? I healed. Whew! Hello, Defected. Welcome back. More near, I believe. This is a good game. Thank you, yeah. We're getting there. So combustion. Wait, do I have oil? Oh no! I misclicked. My window lost focus and I was trying to refocus on the window and I clicked on a passive. That sucks. And I took beefy of all things. Okay, well. I didn't have fire anyway, so. Well, shoot. All right, let's do this one. Frog barrel. Popcorn receiver. I already have a popcorn. Ooh. Oh, but runes. That's probably fine, actually. Popcorn barrel. Should I go for the popcorn? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Put that there. Yes. Just need a popcorn magazine now. Okay, well, I'm very slow. I've got one dash, but hopefully I'll be doing some more damage now. Ugh. Had to use my dash to get out of that situation. Ow. I'm gonna need to spec into some healing stuff, I think. Yikes. Ugh. Okay. Goodness, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I was too greedy right there. I was too greedy. I just wanted to do more DPS. Yeah, this is hard, but like I said, I don't think it's unfair levels of hard. Ooh, health sacrifice. Increase stamina by 1. Surgeon, though. Yeah, I'm going to take Surgeon. That's going to be good. Frog magazine, let's go. I see only green over here. Yes, go frogs. Go frogs. I should change the distance based on the bullet speed, because it's hard to tell that they're hopping. So if they could hop a farther distance, you could get more clear of the arc that they have. Oh, and they're just able to go straight across the little void. That's cool. Frog bullets can traverse void. Alright, what do we got over here? Blood Torrent, Lifesteal. Every 50th bleeding enemy will drop a health globe. Do I have bleed? No. But that could be useful. Berserk might be useful as well, but I'm just going to keep my health for now. Maybe prevent misclicks, make the player have to hold the selection. Yeah, something like that, or I could just make sure that the window has focus. I guess that wouldn't help with just like having the window in focus and misclicking, so yeah. Oh my gosh, the lobbers are here now. No, oh, I'm in a bad spot. Okay, that was my fault. I went like into the worst spot I could possibly go. Okay. Okay. Why are there so many gnomes spawning? Why are there so many gnomes? Get away from me! Spawn something else. The lobbers are fine to deal with because they have like a fixed minimum range. Or they have a minimum range, I guess. So if you get really close to the lobbers, they basically can't hit you. So that's going to be the strategy for those guys. I'm getting like no gold. I think probably because I'm just not, I'm probably just not paying attention. When switching guns, unleash lightning bolts. Unleashing lightning bolts? Are you kidding me? Every 40 stacks of poison applies a burst that also, yeah, that doesn't help. Queasy, I saw that. Let's do I saw that. I do like frogs, yeah. The frogs are awesome. Can I get some rune slots, please? Okay, this is DPS increase, range decrease, but that's fine. Okay. I don't want to forsake my frogs. Although I could go for this. Or almost to a frog gun. It's a It's a frog popcorn gun. Oh my gosh, that's so disturbing. Okay, anyway. In we go. I'm also not dealing with the full set of weapon parts because I'm playing... I don't have them all unlocked. You know what I mean? Goodbye, lobber. Okay, these things have a lot of health. I may end up reducing the health of some of these things. The way that the scaling works is I could just reduce the health by like 5 or 10, and that would make a huge difference in the later levels. Oh my gosh. The lobbers got to me. Go frogs. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I'm in a very bad spot here. Ugh. Come on, frogs, go. Oh my gosh. This is difficult. I have to do some more playtesting for sure. But yeah. That is very difficult. What guns do I even have unlocked right now that I'm playing with? Yeah, I'm missing whole sets of guns here. And I have no upgrades. So literally, like, with the limited gun selection I have and I have no upgrades, this is like the hardest this level is ever going to be. So, but I want, like I've said many times, like I want the game to be beatable without unlocking anything. And I think that level is possible. I really do. If I was playing a little bit better, I think I could beat it with no upgrades. I really do think I could do that. So let me think. Oh, you know what I should probably do? Add indicator or drop down panel to show when player has unlocked the next level. I'm gonna want to do that for sure. Okay. Why have you Frogger, why have you forsaken me? Yeah. I was watching the VOD of one of your last streams and it was joy to see you had fun playing and breaking your own game. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I think it's great. I think it's going well. Like I said, a lot of playtesting to do, but it's like the everything's there. Like the elements to make it fun are there. The passives are there. The weapons are there. And so the last thing that I need to do to make sure that it's fun is just make sure that it's not overly difficult or unfair in any way. And then, you know, hopefully people enjoy it. I'm really liking this cave level though. I think the art turned out pretty nice. I think the enemies are great. I think this level contains some of the most creative enemies in the entire game. Like the crabs are just awesome. Let's do surgeon. Frog. Yes. And banana. Gun scrambler? No gun scrambler. When you're supposed to be making the list shorter. Yeah. Well, the content list is almost done, but I keep noticing things that need to be addressed. Like right now, there's no way of knowing like when you've unlocked the next level other than going to the level select and checking. So I just want to add like a little notification in the game like, congratulations, you beat the dungeon level. You've now unlocked, you know, you've now unlocked the whatever one. Do you have a specific ambitions for release or just be able to keep going without running a deficit? Yeah, Just is doing some heavy lifting. I would love to sell a couple thousand copies of Gunforged. That would help me. I mean, that would extend my budget so I can make the next game that I want to make. I don't have like any pie in the sky things. I think I could sell a couple thousand copies I think that's reasonable. Like 10,000 is like my ideal goal. If I sold 10,000 copies, that would be a huge boon to my thing, but I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. We're gonna see. We are gonna see. It all depends on how well I do my marketing, and I'm gonna spend February doing a bunch of marketing. I'm gonna reach out to a bunch of YouTubers and streamers and like invite them to play the game for their audience and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's a big unknown. I just want like a modest success where I can say, you know what, I've got comfortably another year, so I can just continue making release after release, and just like, if it takes me 6 months to make a game and then it extends my runway by a year, then that means that I'll just be perpetually like extending it by 6 months, you know what I mean? That would be like the ideal situation. I'm not trying to get wealthy here. I'm just trying to continue doing what I want to do. Increase health by 1. Oh, Secret Service, actually. This is going to be great. Okay, is this the run where I actually beat it? Is this the run? Gotta bleed. That's good. Okay. Picked up your course, by the way. Thank you, Lance. Appreciate that. I'd be happy to have a published game on my resume portfolio. Yeah, there's that for sure. That would be very nice to have as well. Okay, these crabs are being really annoying. Okay, get out of here. Thank you. Give me the rune. Thank you very much. All right, I didn't even take damage, did I? I'm getting better. Loot Goblin. Ooh, that's gonna help a ton on this level. Fire rate goes down. Unstable. 6% chance to explode on hit, dealing 25% weapon DPS. Well, might as well do that. This might actually work really well with the split and everything. If I had another dash charge, this would be game over. My Secret Service agent shed his life for me. Cool. Ooh, a well. Do I dare do it? Static. All right, I'll take it. Nice. Berserk. Secret Service. Let's do another Secret Service agent. All right, this is the run. This is the run. Oh, do I want to get rid of the split, though? Ooh, but I can make a popcorn. Oof, I don't know if I like that, but we're going to see. Let's put that on there again. How did I unlock the dynamite? I guess I didn't add any... I didn't add any conditions to the dynamite there. Oh, I dodged that. Yes, the iframes. Let's go. There was a long-standing bug until just a couple months ago where dashing didn't actually disable one of your hitboxes, and so you could still take damage even though you were dashing. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, ooh, that's bad. So now you are fully invincible while you're dashing. All right, this is going pretty well. All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see, gym rat, imaginary friend. Oh, well, actually, I don't have that much health. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. You know what I am gonna do? Do I have bleeding? I do. I do have bleeding. So I am going to take lifesteal. That will give me a reliable source of health globes, which I don't need right now, but I may need in the future. So I guess my strategy this time is just build up my defensive passives and, you know, forsake a little bit of damage. Oof. Dang. We're getting there. Oh, another well. This is dangerous because... Okay, grease ball. Alright. Alright. Hoarder, deal 1% increased damage per 1 gold in my possession. I don't have that. Static times 2. Let's do that one. Will Gunforge have a difficulty selection? It will not. No. The difficulty selection comes with the levels. So each level is a different difficulty. And there is a difficulty modulation in the fact of the permanent upgrade. So if you spend some time playing the game, you can get upgrades that make the game easier. Not by directly boosting your damage, but you can get things like an extra permanent dash charge, an extra permanent health. You get an extra gun part selection at this screen. So instead of 3, you get 4. You can unlock passive rerolls. So if you don't like the passive selections you have, you can reroll those to hopefully get something better. And what else? There are like dash cooldown improvement stuff in that tree, gold gain, encounters becoming more frequent. So the idea is that the difficulty is going to be the same on each level, but you can get those upgrades that will make it easier. You could open a Patreon account after you release Gunforge, just throw content there like your best in class tips and tutorials and that's about it. Help us help you. Yeah, I might do that, or YouTube memberships or something. Can you buy ads specifically for YouTube Shorts? I'm sure you can, yeah. Might be something I look into. Any estimate how many hours you have in total dev time? I wish I had an estimate. I don't think I have a good way of estimating that, honestly. It's an interesting question. I wish I could answer it, but ooh, that is wild. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Put that back. Yeah, I wish I had an estimate. I mean, it's got to be in the thousands of hours. I don't know how many thousands of hours exactly, but... One second. I've got food coming, so I'm going to have to go and at least bring that inside. I do want to see if I can beat this, though, with what I've got. Those lightning bolts are really cool. VS Code should have, maybe it has an extension to count hours, like AutoCAD. Oh yeah. That would only count how many hours the IDE is open though, right? Which would be a better estimate. All enemies are inflicted with maximum blood stacks and dealt 100% DPS if your weakest gun is damaged when you take damage. Thunderstorm. Ooh, yes. Thunderstorm, here we go. Do that. Ooh, frog leg. Oh, but I'm so close to having a full popcorn gun. I guess I could put the frog leg over here. Put this over here. Ooh. Fire and oil. Actually, bleed. No, I want bleed. Yeah, bleed. Do I want these unstables on here still? Is there something else that's better? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep all that. Okay, what do we got over here? Surgeon times 2, Secret Service times 3. Ooh, that would be good. But I'm only at 3 health. I think I'll just keep going. Go frogs! my goodness. Might change the frog behavior. Let me write that down real quick. Make frogs extend range based on bullet speed. Do collision checks against void. Enhancement. I will put this in the polished section. I just want it to have it written down. Yes, the plague of frogs, go! How many frogs am I shooting? I'm shooting 3 bullets per... at 5.5 bullets per second. So I'm just filling the screen with frogs. Go! That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Go! Oof. I think my Secret Service agent tanked that rock monster attack. The Secret Service might be a little bit too powerful, but you know what I might do for Secret Service is they can regenerate during the wave. What I might do is just give you a Secret Service agent respawn at the end of the wave. So like you could have up to 3 at once, but if you lose all 3 during the wave and then you start the next one, it just gives you 1 back. Instead of, I think they respawn after like 10 seconds or something like that. So I may need to nerf it because it's a little bit strong, but let's take enemies that die from poison damage over time. I have poison. I'm going to take quickness though. I think mobility is very important here. I don't want any of these, so we can sell those. I'll reroll, why not? Do I want to equip this? Rune slots. Yeah, that's just a barrel, so... Although I'm losing poison. Do I have anything that's related to poison here? No. Okay, so I'm losing poison, that's fine. I get another rune slot though. Oh, but the magazine. Actually, that's not a huge upgrade. Yeah, that's not a huge upgrade, actually. Those frogs! Okay. Oh yes, the health globe! I mean, I didn't really need it, but that's alright. Go! This build like ramped up all of a sudden, I'm liking it. Oof. Oh, okay, my Secret Service agents just got freaking annihilated in that short little burst of time. I need to be a little bit more careful. I think I have Surgeon, though. Oof. Oh my gosh! I'm doing terrible. Looks like Nazebo from Heroes of the Storm. Oh, the only diff is that the frogs there have a poison effect. I haven't heard the name Heroes of the Storm in a long time. Dang, I was so close. What was that, wave 9? I was almost to Nakey the Mole Rat. I was so close to Nakey the Mole Rat. The boss. Wow. Dang, that was a cool build too. I just kind of like fumbled it. I just got a little frazzled and just started taking tons of damage. Dang. Ugh, feels bad. Alright, anyway, do I have anything to change here? Yeah, so tweaks. We'll sync those. That's done. Create elephant things. I'm actually not going to do this. So I still need to do sound effects. I'm going to do some changes to the art for the elephant thing as well. Add some bumps to it just to give it a little bit more texture. Frog bullets can traverse void. That one's easily fixable. Frog bullet. Let me think. I mean, I may want to hold off on fixing that, but I mean, the main way to fix it here is to go to my shape cast 2D and do this, I think. Let me check. Worm bullet. Oh, no. No, I need to only change it here. So now if I go into cave level with the frog gun, Nazebo was my jam. Having fun? Nice, yeah. See if I fix... I'm pretty sure I fixed this. I'm just going to prematurely move that over to done. Gun, frog, left. Yeah, so now the frogs just die when they get to the void. So there are some bullet types that can travel over the void because they're elevated off the ground, right? But then there are some bullet types that are ground-based, like the frog and the worms and the skeletons, where if they collide with the void, they just die. So, but I am going to change the frog's behavior a little bit. I think I'm going to make their leap distance longer based on their speed, and I'm also going to add a little bit of collision checking so they don't, so that they avoid to some extent those collisions. Although this is feeling fine. I'm not feeling overly hampered by that void not being traversable. They're so cute. All right. Anyway, so fix frog void traversal. Oh boy, I have a lot of work to do still. Anyway, that's going to be it for the stream today. So thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate that. As the banner above says, purchase my Udemy courses if you're interested. That will teach you how to build a complete game in the Godot engine. Also, it's a great way of financially supporting me. Otherwise, wishlist this game, Gunforged, if it looks fun to you, on Steam, and then that will be available for purchase. Again, targeting the end of February for the release of the game. The game will be $10 or under. I know that for a fact, so it'll be reasonably priced. So if you want to wait for that to support me as well, that would be fantastic. And otherwise, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch all my other videos, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next stream. So again, I don't really have a stream schedule on the weekends, so hit the notification bell to be notified if I do a random spur of the moment stream over Saturday or Sunday. Otherwise, I will see you back here Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right. Goodbye, Felipe, and goodbye, everyone else. Thanks again for all your support, and I will see you in the next one.